okay? For instance, you'll see a guy headlining at the Spear. They probably be getting a couple of $1 million. But you'll see a guy on the undercard of a big show probably making more money than that guy.
Floyd, I saw a thing this morning, him talking about keeping his money clean, stuffing hundreds of thousands of dollars in a plastic bag. These guys don't need money. A lot of times when you get these great champions fighting well past their prime, it's to make cash.
Terence Crawford will whoop his ass. He would beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he will beat Floyd Mayweather too.
Terence Crawford has openly criticized Floyd Mayweather, claiming that Mayweather only calls for fights when there is big money involved. Crawford made it clear he has no interest in facing Mayweather and never even imagined fighting him. In his view, such matchups are not about proving greatness, but about creating hype and selling pay-per-views. Crawford believes Mayweather is more focused on money than competition, especially since his retirement, where he has mostly pursued exhibition bouts. According to Crawford, Floyd had his time, but this era belongs to him, and he refuses to let money-driven talk distract from what he has already.
But I know how you is. You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever keep it real, boy. Keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. I always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fight. Yeah. I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
But you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd, nah.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, I'll be this. Never. That's some hating type shit to me.
Like plotting.
I ain't never been that type of person ever.
Critics argue that Floyd Mayweather's recent appearances inside the ring are less about legacy and more about financial gain. Once celebrated for his defensive genius and unmatched record, Floyd has leaned toward exhibition fights that generate massive paydays but add little sporting value. Analysts often point out how he flaunts his wealth, noting that he doesn't even need these fights financially, yet continues to take them. This has led many to conclude that in retirement, Mayweather's focus has shifted fully toward business and money-making, leaving some fans disappointed with the direction of his post-career.
Floyd, I saw a thing this morning, him talking about keeping his money clean, stuffing hundreds of thousands of dollars in a plastic bag. These guys don't need money. A lot of times when you get these great champions fighting well past their prime, it's to make cash. We see it a lot. These two don't seem to need the money. So I don't understand the need to do this. When talked about it, Mike Tyson said, I still can't believe Floyd wants to really do this. It's going to be detrimental to his health, but he wants to do it. So it's signed and it's happening. Hey, when Mike fought Jake Paul, a lot was made of him being 58 years old. He's in tremendous shape. I mean, I saw him, and even in there, right? He couldn't get going at the rate that he expected, but early, he was fighting like Mike Tyson. Floyd Mayweather's much younger, but he's so much smaller. So I get why Mike is like, yo, I don't know what this dude wants to do. Because there was a world where no one would ever thought that those guys would end up in the ring together. And again, they don't need money.
Former world champion Timothy Bradley has been very outspoken on a hypothetical matchup between Crawford and Mayweather. Bradley claims Floyd always had difficulties with southpaws, and Crawford's versatile style would cause him serious trouble. According to Bradley, Crawford's switch hitting, sharp timing, and ability to adjust mid-fight would break through Floyd's defense. He even goes as far as saying Mayweather is not as untouchable as people believe when matched against a fighter like Crawford. His comments have added more fire to the ongoing debate between fans of both camps.
Absolutely. But Terence Crawford will whoop his ass. He would beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he will beat Floyd Mayweather too. He will beat him too. He got everything it takes to beat Floyd. Floyd struggled in the first half against Zab Judah. Zab Judah, a damn terrific fighter, but he ain't no damn Terence Crawford, especially from the southpaw position. Floyd can't. Floyd didn't like fighting southpaws. Floyd reached with that right hand. You think he's gonna reach against one of the best back foot counterpunchers in the game? He gonna reach with that right hand against Crawford? He gonna get slept reaching with that back hand. The way he reaches with that. That level change backhand he throws too? Man, that bull jab he does too, that ain't gonna work. That is not gonna work. Floyd got a 72-inch reach. Yeah, he had quickness, fast reflexes. However, Crawford got all of that too. He got all of that too. And he got a 75-inch reach. Great counterpuncher. Can concentrate all night. Can put pressure on Floyd. He can even invite Floyd in. Yep, I noticed. Floyd starts to, Floyd's not having success. He started to step on the gas. That's what he do. And he gonna run into problems with Crawford because Crawford hits harder than him. Crawford is the most complete fighter that I've ever witnessed.
On the other hand, many analysts believe comparing Crawford to Mayweather is unfair. They argue Floyd's resume is stacked with elite names across multiple weight divisions, while Crawford hasn't consistently faced that same level of competition. In their view, Crawford's achievements, while impressive, have not yet reached the same historical significance. They insist Mayweather's greatness is already cemented, whereas Crawford is still building his case and should not be placed on the same pedestal too soon.
Like Bud is the second coming of Mayweather, y'all got the game fucked up. Mayweather actually didn't get hit. Bud gets hit by dudes that, like, who on Bud's resume is an equivalent of someone on Floyd's resume? So that's it right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, Floyd not getting hit by elites, Bud getting hit by non-elites, and somehow y'all think Canelo not about to touch him.
Boxing commentator Showbiz the Adult offered a bold perspective, claiming Terence Crawford deserves to be ranked above Mayweather for one key reason. He highlighted Crawford's victory over Canelo Alvarez, stressing that Floyd, despite his greatness, would never have taken such a risky fight in the way Crawford did. Showbiz points out that Crawford moved up in weight and faced a dangerous opponent in his prime, while Floyd was far more calculated about choosing opponents and timing fights. For him, that risk factor elevates Crawford's legacy beyond Mayweather's carefully managed career. It is an opinion that challenges the narrative of Floyd being untouchable in boxing history.
Why is Terence Bud Crawford greater than Floyd Mayweather? Or better than Floyd Mayweather? Greater is a little bit different. Greater is impact, resume, all that shit, but better. Terence Bud Crawford, after what he did last night, is better than Floyd Mayweather because there is no way Floyd Mayweather would attempt to do that crazy shit. See, that's the insane Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvelous Marvin Hagler after being gone for 5 years type shit. Never being at middleweight, first fight at middleweight, being against Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Terence Bud Crawford never been on middleweight shit. The most he's been is super welterweight, and he was only there once. And he's fighting at 168 against one of the greatest super middleweights of all time, one of the greatest middleweights of all time, pound for pound, one of the greatest fighters of all time, reigning undisputed champion at super middleweight. That is unheard of, and that's something that Floyd...
Boxing commentator Showbiz the Adult shared a bold perspective, arguing that Crawford deserves to be ranked above Mayweather for one key reason: risk-taking. He pointed out that Crawford's win over Canelo Alvarez was a bold move, jumping up in weight to face a dangerous opponent in his prime. In contrast, Mayweather was far more calculated, often choosing the right time and right opponent. Showbiz believes that risk factor elevates Crawford's legacy beyond Floyd's carefully managed career, a statement that challenges the narrative of Mayweather being untouchable.
To start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather, how do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah, we ain't going up that much.
Now,
interestingly, Crawford himself has grown tired of being compared to Mayweather. He insists he has no desire to fight Floyd, saying Mayweather had his era, but this era belongs to him. Crawford acknowledges Floyd's accomplishments, but emphasizes that legacies shouldn't overlap. In his view, constant comparisons are unfair since Floyd is retired and past his prime, while he is still actively carving out dominance in the sport.
Crawford has the tools to beat him. He has the long arms. He switches lefty and righty, but Floyd was pinpoint accuracy, tremendous defense. I just think whoever that, and at 147, that's tough. I don't know, a draw.
Okay, what about Oscar De La Hoya and Crawford at 54?
Oh man, Oscar was a hell of a fighter, man. I think they could beat each other, to be honest. I think Oscar could beat him. Oscar's a hell of a fighter. He got great jab, good footwork. Oscar was a tremendous fighter. I feel like people really overlook his resume. He's an Olympic gold medalist. That's the hardest thing probably to do.
Danny Garcia, who has shared the ring with top names, gave a diplomatic response when asked about a Mayweather versus Crawford fantasy matchup. Rather than picking sides, Garcia said the fight could very well end in a draw. He explained that Floyd's defensive brilliance and Crawford's offensive adaptability might cancel each other out. His statement reflects the respect both men command, showing how evenly matched fans believe they would be.
Even though I've got serious personal differences with Terence Crawford, and I have ethical issues with Terence Crawford in the way that he negotiated certain things and certain things went down. However, at this point in his career, and I really believe since he's at 135 pounds, there's no question the greatness and how terrific a fighter he is. So after he beats Canelo Alvarez and becomes the undisputed champion in his third weight division, people start asking the question of whether or not he's better than Floyd Mayweather Jr. And I think that is a fair question. And the reason that I say that is because they're the same size. They're the same size. They fought by and large in the same weight classes, and dominated right after one another. Really, there was the period of Andre Ward in between them. I would love to throw Andre Ward in the conversation, but I don't think that the comparison is as clean and easy to make between Terence Crawford and Andre Ward as it is between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather Jr. Just again, because of the similarity in the weight classes that they fought in. So when Shane Mosley chimed in and talked about the two, my ears perked up. Perked up because if you recall, Shane Mosley was the one that gave Floyd Mayweather Jr. his most dangerous fight, without a doubt. His most dangerous fight, the one where Shane Mosley landed on Floyd Mayweather 2 times and rocked him in the first round. Shane was an older fighter. Floyd bared.
Former world champion Shane Mosley believes size would play a major role in this matchup, arguing that Mayweather is simply too small for Crawford. Mosley explained that while Floyd is technically brilliant, Crawford's power, reach, and ability to switch stances would neutralize Floyd's defense. For Mosley, Floyd thrived against fighters closer to his